Right, good afternoon. We're down in sunny Dover. There's a couple of cruise ships in at the moment. I seem to have took a chunk out of my finger using a grinder. Don't worry, I took precautions. I was wearing gloves and it went straight through the glove. Yeah, I was going to park up down here for the night, and then realised that where I'm parked, I'm actually blocking a gate, but the gate's never used. Been down here before, never had a problem. There's parking bays here, but if you've got a car, it's fine. If you've got a commercial vehicle, the chances are you'll come out to a ticket in the morning. That's how bad it is. I'll give you a quick show around of where I am. Hold on. Right, let's have a look see. So this is where I am at the moment. No one ever goes in that gate. So we're down by the old railway station, which is now a community hall and keep fit, 24-hour keep fit for people. At the moment it's actually empty. I'm assuming there's no one there. Yeah, so normally I'm down at New Romney doing work for people, but yeah, so if you used to park there, you might get away with it, or you might be getting a rude awakening about 2-3 in the morning. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right at the top there you've got St Martin's Battery. You've got the old P&O building, which I think the immigration have taken over. It's having a massive refit. All the cars on the bridge belong to them, but they're all parked on the bridge for some reason. They've closed their car park. So yeah, it's not as hot as it has been this week. I didn't do a video last week because I was in between jobs, and the company I work for was not too keen on filming in the lorries. But I've now got them as a regular customer. Just being nosy. This is where all the migrants seem to hang out, as you can see. There's old tents and that down there. But yeah, I painted my step 2 weeks ago in stone chip, because I like the van to be blue and white. We was experimenting with paint, and I painted the rear step and it kept peeling. So I painted it in stone chip and then lacquered it, and look at that. It's not even bleached up or anything. It's not chipping off. I didn't do the dent. The dent was like it when I bought it. But yeah. So these you know how the lorries got all their stickers in the doors. Well, this is my idea of stickers in my door. These are the people that I follow. Not quite sure what happened to the digger girl, but she's started another page. I don't really follow that one. I was enjoying that one. But look, so we got SNT, we got a digger girl, SNT again, we got flat out, flat broke. That's not the only sticker for people, other people to follow them. As you can see, I'm definitely mad on Scotland. Ideally, I want to be in Scotland by the end of July, beginning of August. Kent's all right down here, but it's just not for me. I've done it. I'm 50 in 2 weeks, and to be honest, I've been in Kent all my working life, and I'm not a fan of being in Kent. We was up in Scotland. I think it was June last year, just before my birthday last year, and I swore to my partner back then that I wasn't coming back. But she had work, I didn't. I could have quite happily stayed and probably got a job up there. There's a few people that's been helping me out on Facebook, on the camping pages and that. But work up there is well, I like doing remote jobs. I don't like being in towns like London and that. I'd rather be out in the sticks. And when we was up in Scotland, driving around all the back roads, like the roads up there, not the ones that the caravans do and the camper vans. I'm talking about the ones right out in the middle of nowhere. But I nearly had a job up there, but because I couldn't get there on the week that the customer requested that I started, the customer was well and truly helpful. He didn't have to phone me. He didn't even have to talk to me or anything. But he went out of his way to ask why I wanted to be up there and all that. And he does delivery of PPE equipment, food, building materials, and their vans they're based in Fort William, but they go all over the northern side of Scotland. So I'd get places like the Isle of Harris, Orkney Isles. Now that kind of work would do me down to the ground. I love all that sort of stuff, and there's no rush. Yeah, you still got to do your day's work, but it's not like down here. Down here it's like London. As soon as you step out, there's cars everywhere. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I've been working for a steel company. Sorry about that. My daughter's my electric window mechanism. Look, I'll show you. This bit here, look, keeps popping up. I think I broke the clips. Yeah, I think I broke the clips, but yeah, I've been working for a steel company. Funny enough, 25 years ago, I was on contract to this company with my own trucks. I'm not sure what happened to the contracts. I think when I got divorced, everything was split, and the contract was phased out at the same time as me going through a messy divorce. And lo and behold, I'm back there. Now they're running their own trucks. They haven't got a big fleet, or I'll say fleet. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not a big fleet. They've got three trucks and a transit, basically, delivering steel profiles. They fold and that. I've been everywhere. I've been with them for a week and absolutely loved every minute of it. It's like I've never left. Even though it's been 20 odd years ago, it's like I've never left a job. It's like, there's your truck. You know how to load it. You know how to strap it. See you when you get back. Let us know how you get on. I was out all day. They actually got worried because they never heard from me. But when they phoned me, I'd actually smashed all my deliveries. Bearing in mind, I've done a 200-mile round trip. Northampton, because they're based in Gillingham, so I went up to Northampton, Oxford and all that, down towards Salisbury, and that, and then come back. And on my way back, it's like, you've not phoned us. Are you all right? Any problems? No, mate. I've been doing the job for years. They know that if they don't really hear from me, I'm getting on with the job. I'm an ex-owner driver. I will always go above and beyond with whether it's a haulier I work for, whether it's a client I'm delivering to. I will always pull out the stops and always go above and beyond for anyone I work for or work with. I've never ever had a disgruntled employer or employee, employer or client. I was brought up the hard way. You do the job properly, you'll always be in work. But my grandfather, bless him, died in 2014. I kind of went off the rails about then. That was roughly when I was losing my business due to a contract. I don't know if any of my viewers can relate to that. You build up your business after so many years, getting with a customer or client, work with them for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden you find out from somebody else that they've sold out to another company and they've gone into administration or whatever it is. And I lost thousands. I lost all my trucks, I lost my house, a lot. And around about this time, my grandfather passed away. And I swore to him, like before he went, that I was going to get my business back on track, going to restart. I did. I started with an Escort van again. Post office red it was, actually. Not exactly my best colour. It stood right out because it had just been painted when I bought it. It looked really smart. And back then, when I first started, word of mouth was the way to go, whereas back in 2015, it was all on the internet. I struggled with that. I'm not a computer person. And yeah, it's just a couple of people walking down. I'm in a bit of a industrial area. There shouldn't be any public walking down here really, unless they got a car here, but there's nothing here. So I'm not sure where they're going. Hopefully they're not coming towards me. Yeah, so I started my business, started doing parcel work, then progressed up to a 4x4 with a trailer. And then I had another customer do the same again, but this time they actually gave me fair warning that it was coming. So I had a chance to sell my kit. They owed me money. Funny enough, the smaller company actually managed to pay me everything they owed me. But at this point, I'd already sold the vehicle because I didn't want to get caught and bitten twice. You know, like, yeah. I know what I'm thinking, but if I say it, it won't sound right. And you think I'm losing the plot. But yeah, so get back to the steel work. I'm back at this steel company Monday. Going to try and do a video of my day's run. I need to set up a cradle for my camera because the dash is a bit like, I've only been in it a week and I've already polished it and it's shiny as hell. Much to the regular driver's disgust, because even though it's a brand new lorry, he ain't keen on keeping his truck clean. And it's like, that's not the way to operate. I'm only with the company a month, possibly 2 months. I am pushing for permanent work, but like I said before, I want to move to Scotland. I don't like it down here. The only thing that'll keep me here will be this company. But they've been good to me, really. Really, they didn't have to give me a job, but I took it. And if it ends up being permanent, I'll end up staying. That means I just have to change the way my videos are done. But I'm sure you as the viewers would like it better if you could see my adventures moving up to Scotland. Basically, we stop off, we see all the nice places on the way up, because I don't normally travel during the day. When I do long distance, I always do overnight. The roads are clear. I can just put my foot down and crack on. Yeah, so that's the story of that. So like I say, we're down in Dover. I would go on a wander, but there's so many migrants walking about, you don't know what their intentions are. And to be fair, I don't walk anywhere. I don't leave my van. So what I'll do is I'll cut the video off in a minute. No doubt no one will pay any attention, but then if you have got this far in the video, please like and subscribe. It costs nothing. I need to make this page work because it's a sideline that I've always wanted to do. I've got an exploring page on YouTube. It's called TJ Urban Exploring. There's about 75 videos on there. We seem to halted that because when COVID hit, I was classed as a professional driver back then. So we was on call every day of the week. So we'd work like Monday to Friday. And I never had time for the videos. It was exploring like all of the faults and that around the country and the tunnels around Dover. We done probably 90% of the tunnels in Dover. You want to jump over to that page, it's TJ Urban Exploring. I think there's a picture of a military truck on it or a tank. because we do that as well. I'm really into my military. I love my tanks. We do Salisbury Plain a hell of a lot when we're down that way. Why go to a museum when you can get up close and personal, like literally 10 foot from a live tank? Admittedly, they're using the roads as a run through on their plane, but as long as you don't get in their way, they're fine to have you stand there and watch. Well, ways in high vis and that, because I don't fancy getting run over by a 60-ton tank. The missus might see it differently. But yeah, as I said, jump over, like and subscribe to that page. My partner's done a recent video on that. It should be up tomorrow evening, because she wants to get it back up and running. We kind of stalled a little bit, but because I live in the van all the time, she's got a place of her own. I live in the van because of where I work. I'm dotted all around the country, and you know how the price of fuel is right now. It's nearly £2 a litre, which is disgusting. So I fill up on a Friday when I come home. I'm only home 2 days and then I'm gone again all week. It's not exactly a van life, but I'd say 95% of the time I'm in the van compared to being at home in the flat. So I know how you're going to think about it. I am a van lifer. I do live in the van. Everything I do from the van. All my work is with me all the time. I don't necessarily have to go back. I only go back because I love my partner, you know. But I'm trying to convince her to move to Scotland with me, but she's not going to go with me until I get a job located up there and we get settled, and then I'll come back down and get her, and then we'll move up. But I think if it was 2 of us in the van, I'd have to get a bigger van, like a jumbo. Oh, excuse me, I've got flies flying around everywhere. I seem to be in between these. Oh, excuse me. I keep wanting a burp and I don't. But I'm in between these 2 big metal things and they seem to be leaking something. I think it's stagnant water and there's all these mozzies about. Yeah, maybe if it's a bit quieter, I'll do a video around St Martin's Battery and that. There's a spectacular view. You go up there and you can see the docks. At the moment there's, I think, 2 big cruise ships in. I didn't see the names as I pulled in because as you go over the bridge to the lorry park, there's all hauled in and you can't really see them. I should think they're probably there for a couple of days. I didn't get home until last night, so I'm assuming they was already there. Yeah, so even if you think I'm boring, just like it, comment, no swearing, but if you want to comment on the video, give me some hints and tips, I'll happily take them on board. The more I speak to the camera, the more open and relaxed I'm getting. My stutter's not as bad, which is good. That's a good thing. But yeah, if you like it, subscribe and like the page. Laters.